Hi, my name is Dr. Jason Mavor. I'm the chiropractor at Mavor Chiropractic in Watertown, Massachusetts. I'm going to show you a couple of sort of mobility type, we'll call them stretches. The caveat with this here is these are exercises to loosen up a chronically tight and sore low back. If you have an acute back injury, twisting is often the last thing you want to do, particularly if there's a muscle strain involved. We want to try and encourage sort of some natural pain-free range of motion. This might be too provocative. However, if you're one of those people that wakes up and your back is stiff and sore in the morning and it takes a while to loosen up, or someone has been told you in the past, whether a primary care or someone, oh, you've got a lot of arthritis in your back, this is a nice, gentle way to let your body sort of move the joints slowly and easily. You do this every morning before you get up, chances are it'll help make you a little looser. If you're a golfer and you've got back pain of chronic in nature, this thing is fantastic. Like I said, arthritic, chronic, achy pain, these are great little exercises. Now these are euphemistically called the open book and the closed book, and as you see me demonstrate, you'll sort of see why they're described as so. It's very simple. Again, you can do it on the floor, you can do it in bed. The same rules apply for all these exercises. If it hurts, you just stop. But the key here is you're going to let gravity do most of the work, so there shouldn't be any pulling or tugging at all. So basically, the open book, as I lay on my back with my feet and knees together. And again, just like with these other ones, I'm going to try and make sure I can touch my hands under my back to keep that curve intact. My head is flat. I'll be talking to the camera periodically, but when you're doing this exercise, you don't lift it up. This is a back stretch. Now I lay my arms straight out in this capital T cross position, palms up, and I just relax. Now from this position, all I do is let my legs flop to the side. Now as you can see, my legs aren't going very far. Your results will vary, okay? Depending on how stiff and tight your back is, you may go less, but I'm not pulling anything. As you watch though, and as I talk and breathe, my legs are starting to go lower because gravity is tugging my legs, and as I breathe and relax, my back is starting to loosen up, my hips are starting to open up, and my legs are gently lowering. Now you may not get to the floor, and that's fine. You may get all the way to the floor, also fine. Your body is going to give you what it can. After about 30 seconds, call it 7 or 8 regular slow breaths, you bring your legs up, reset, make sure the space is under your back, and then you go the other way. And again, you just let it fall, let it ease, 7 or 8 breaths, call it 30 seconds if you have a clock at hand, and just let it go. Now, depending on the stiffness and soreness, you may get more stretch or mobility one side or the other. You might even get a little spasming. If it hurts, you stop immediately, but this is a gentle stretch, so it shouldn't be more than an uncomfortable tugging, and as it loosens up, it'll get freer and freer as it goes. Now that was the open book, the arms were open. Now the closed book, as you can imagine. Now my knees and feet are together, but I'm on my side this time. This time my palms are together. This is the closed book. Now this one is just like the other, but instead of my legs moving, it's my arms. So I bring my arms up past 90 and I let them fall. Now as you can see, my shoulder's not touching. I'm not the most mobile guy you're going to see, but again, it doesn't really matter. You may be better, you may be worse. You're going to be what your body will give you. As you lay here, your head is relaxed, you're breathing through this, your arms will drop. It'll go as far as it'll go, and after 30 seconds, you stop. You roll over to the other side, palms together again, and you bring your arm back and just let it fall. Okay? I'm not forcing anything. I just breathe all the way through, and then this side is looser, so my arms are going farther. That kind of result is very typical, and you can expect some variation depending on how tight you are. The best way I try to describe it to patients of mine is when I show them this. So if I took, say, a jar, say, of peanut butter, I can hold the bottom and I can twist the top, or I can hold the top and twist the bottom. Both open. So when I do the open book and my legs are flopping to the side, I'm twisting gently and stretching my low back from the bottom up. When I lay on my side and I bring my arms open, I'm stretching and twisting my low back from the top down. Now to reiterate one more time, if you have an acute back injury, if you've pulled a muscle, this is not ideal. This is more for people with chronic pain, morning stiffness. You can do this in the morning before you get out of bed. It's usually ideal because it'll get the joints moving and loose.
get the muscles relaxing a little bit if you stiffen up overnight. But you can also do it before you go to bed as well. I just find that for people with arthritic or achy backs, the morning is the best time to dive into this one. So we're talking 2 minutes total time. You loosen up. Usually you can start your day much more easily. By the time you're out of the shower, you're probably much better off than you were when you started. Again, if this causes a lot of pain, you stop. If it concerns you in some way, don't do it again. Give us a call. We'll evaluate your back for something more severe. Otherwise, consult a physical therapist, another chiro, an orthopedist that specializes in spine-related issues, and get it evaluated to make sure it's nothing more severe. Otherwise, this is a great, easy way to start your day. It's a lot of great mobility. It's excellent.